New at 5, if you have $50 million burning a hole in your pocket, this home might be just what you're looking for. We got an exclusive tour of the mountaintop mansion that is now the most expensive listing ever in North Carolina. Precisely on the line of the Eastern Continental Divide, at the top of Sagee Mountain, sits a home so exquisite we just had to get a tour. Appropriately named Sagee Manor, the estate itself straddles the Macon and Jackson County lines.
It was the detail and the thought that was put into the property really from end to end.
This 7-bed, 10-bathroom home and guest house took 5 to 6 years to build and required dynamite to blast through granite at the top of the mountain. Although the estate is just 7 minutes from downtown Highlands, many of the features were milled, carved, and hand-assembled on site. Listing agent Reed Jackson walked us through some of the top attributes.
From the point you enter, the massive, handcrafted white oak doors, and then, pass down into the grand hall. It's 2 stories. It has expansive views of the mountains, but yet it has a kind of a cozy, classic feel. There's a little bit of European influence.
The current owners spared no expense, pouring in 8-figure enhancements of their own.
Yeah, to refer to these selections as wallpaper is almost criminal.
Many of the walls are fully upholstered with fabric imported from Europe.
If you look at the whole theme in here,
each room telling its own story in a unique way.
Got pink cabinets to match the wall covering.
The white oak molding inside the home was all hand carved, some with pieces of mountain-themed artwork etched into the wall. Inside the garden room, the ceiling is covered with panels of fabric, perfectly aligned to seamlessly showcase artwork of native birds. The main estate has an elevator, wine cellar, and indoor grill.
Main kitchen actually has a fireplace that you can use on a cold day.
And 7 fireplaces throughout.
One of the things you'll really notice in this room is the incredible quality of the crown moldings. The moldings that were hand painted by an Italian artist. He flew over.
The primary bathroom has dual vanities and a one-of-a-kind marble tub. But the real showstopper is the mountain view from the primary bedroom.
You've got the westward view towards Tennessee, which is really spectacular and appropriate for the estate, for sure.
Built in 2000, this more than 12,000 square foot estate not only has incredible features inside, but also has a breathtaking view of North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, with Tennessee just over the mountain range. Architect Keith Summerhour continued the construction quality of the mainstay home around the grounds with slate roofing and stacked slate around many of the doorways and natural stone around the infinity edge pool and encasing the entire property. The landscaping was one of famed English garden designer Rosemary Verey's last projects before she passed in 2001.
These, bloom up in another month or so with, roses and seasonal blooms all year long.
The main pavilion has a large chandelier, dual fireplaces, and lounge area with an expansive view of the Nantahala National Forest during both sunrise and sunset. On the backside, an amphitheater/helipad makes a trip to this mountain retreat just a 10-minute commute from the nearest airstrip and 2 hours from New York. Listing agent Reed Jackson says these type of high-dollar estates are seeing a slight surge of interested buyers.
The equity markets are really, at historic highs, and that tends to also free up capital with, private entrepreneurs and people at that level. And so, I think there's definitely a significant audience for a property like this.
And the $50 million question still unanswered. Who's the owner?
He is a South African. His name's Andrew Johnson, and he lives in Johannesburg and also has properties in London and Florida, and I think he's had a property in Colorado as well.
Johnson owns Aurora Lighting, a global LED lighting manufacturer, and it's safe to say he's done quite well for himself and his family.
I think the quality of the interior design and the exterior architecture, the gardens that were designed by Rosemary Verey, and just overall the exceptional quality of this property is pretty unrivaled on the East Coast.
Pretty impressive, right? Jackson says he has already had a few interested buyers reach out. The main listing is 49 acres with another 9-acre parcel available separately for $10 million. The furnishings are also available for purchase. Want to see more? We have the listing available on our website, QCnews.com, where you can browse all of the pictures. We'll also have bonus footage of the 3-bedroom guest house.